Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Penn State's offense comes onto the field first today. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides to back and leaves it. Still running at the 40. Turning it on. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking for space, it's Singleton.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. The play action fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Allard. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Northwestern's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field, and that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back, and I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good, been so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. You can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to come down to this offense in the critical down and distances when there's a third down and the coverage dictates that you've got to throw it against him. That's the play you need your receiver to win. And whether or not they have a guy that can win that matchup offensively, we're going to find out here pretty soon.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They booted away on 4th down. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Coltonecki, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
And the Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Aller. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Off the play fake. Grab near the marker is Hudson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down, 1st down, 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll give it to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And that is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Looking downfield, it's Stone. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. To the air, it's Stone. They've got the screen set up. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Gets it to the back. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Stone. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snagged in the middle, it's Farrell. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
Punt is in the air. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, the slant routes are just typically one of those that it's a timing route. It's a big body route. A lot of times I throw it to my big guy who's going to catch it and give me positive yards most of the time.
And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at
is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Stone. Under fire. It's complete on the right side. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Hunt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Pulls it in. It's Pena. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Farrell. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. We'll send the tight end in motion. Scanning the field. It's Stone. Oh, they're after him. Got him downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Makes the grab on the left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. James Franklin and the Nittany Lions just a play away from the national championship game a year ago, and now to find a way for Penn State to take that next step.
And I think you're starting to see the elements come into place, though. Colton Necky, an unbelievable hire last year as their OC. Now you bring in one of the best defensive coordinators in college football. Jesse, if not now, then when for this Penn State squad?
My eyes are on Drew Allen at quarterback. No question this guy is one of the more talented quarterbacks and someone that can really work wonders in this offense you just mentioned, David, but he has got to be able to play at a high level each and every week. If they do that, they can win the Big Ten, and they can get back to the college football playoff.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Flips it out on the screen. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Working that left side. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
From the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's Aller. Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. An 84-yard drive there, and they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Back to pass, it's Stone. He's got him. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got his man across the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Wants to throw again. He's got the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Stone. Right down the middle. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage and reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Fires to the middle. Working on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss.
And that's what the defense is supposed to do. Stretch the ball out, making sure they doesn't go north and south, push it towards the sidelines, push it towards the sidelines. Eventually the ball carrier ran out of space, had to run out of bounds.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Catch in the middle. It's Pena. He stopped at the 48. A pickup of 10 on the play.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
A first down run on the doorstep. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. Second and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He's in open space downfield. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Stone. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. They'll give it to him again. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Back to pass, it's Stone. Got a man, it's Covey. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They just keep firing, working that wide receiver screen. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Caught over the middle. It's Farrell. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Got the quick completion. He's out past the 35. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Nittany Lions have a lot of options on second and inches. Trying play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dinkins. Dragged down, and they'll move the sticks for a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on first and 10. Wants to throw. It's Aller. Got a man in the middle. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Pena. And he's brought down after a nice game. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Covey. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, that's a great job working through his progression. The first guy he wanted to throw to wasn't open. He was able to kind of get through it. And lo and behold, there's a guy wide open. Nobody near him. It's a big play for the offense.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air. It's Stone. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. The give on the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He'll sneak it. Past the first down marker and still running.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. When they've got him looking run, now to pass.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
It's complete to the left, and not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Looking downfield, it's Stone. He's got it on the run. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Looking for a push on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. First down, Northwestern.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
successful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to throw, it's Allard. They'll run the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going if they get it out to the 36. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Well, it's one on offense. You know, you're trying to run the ball, get that established so you can work the bootleg off of that with your quarterback, but just nothing going there. The defense was in good position, and QB just didn't have enough speed to really hurt the defense on that one.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Out of the gun, the inside kick. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Pena. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ross. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll try it over the left side. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. A run for the quarterback.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because Defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Singleton. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Back to throw. It's Allen. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And that one will give them the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Farrell. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Gives it on the option. He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a 1st down for Northwestern.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time, the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Grab near the sticks. It's Reynolds. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Great play by the defense, taking that back for a pick-6. And as a quarterback, if you're going to throw to your running back, you've got to be accurate with it. Remember, they are not receivers. And if you make it difficult and tricky, bad things happened, and it did right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Dropping back, it's Allard. Finds his tight end. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pena. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
And the Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll move the wide receiver. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Going right down the boulevard. And they've regained the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Stone. On the move, he fires. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the double.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Farrell. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking for a gap. It's Singleton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. To throw, it's Allard. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The give to the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Nittany Lions are threatening in the red zone. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Grab near the marker, it's Ross. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long, and on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Running toward the goal line, and it's a fumble! Defense got it, they're on the run. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in the left.
And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. When you needed it the most in the 4th quarter, this game is super close, it's tight. Not only do you make a play and get a stop, you put points on the board and you get the football back with a chance to salt this football game away. That's how defenses step up late in games.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Power football with the run. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Off Off-play action. Under fire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's lost. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Looking for room. It's Singleton. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Penn State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Off-play action on 1st down. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Dropping back, it's Stone. Looking for a huge play. Snags it on the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Wants to throw again. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They go to the draw. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking to throw, it's Aller. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few 1st downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the 1st down.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all.
I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Pena. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the 1st down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the move. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. right down the middle. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. On target to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Covey. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle. It's Farrell. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 46. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just